Hello YouTube, welcome to the channel Vortigon Gaming. Let's run some Mythic Plus dungeons in World of Warcraft. Today we are going to be running a Uldaman Legacy of Tier level 11 as an Arcane Mage. The weekly affixes are Fortified, Storming, and Bursting. I will be doing my best to give a live commentary of the dungeon run. If you are into that kind of content, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Excuse me. So I've actually already run the dungeon this week at a higher level, and then it occurred to me that I had not recorded any VODs for this week, so I figured maybe I'll come back in here, give like a less intense version of what I ran it earlier. I think I ran it at like a 15. Anyway, this dungeon actually happens to be not too bad. I thought this dungeon was going to be way worse before the season started, but it turns out when it comes to things like how many graveyards that are, if you ever die at certain points, you get like checkpoints where you get I believe it's like a mole machine that you can use to fast travel to different parts of the dungeon. It makes the walking back less harsh. The other thing is that there are a lot of mobs in here that have abilities that can be spell stolen. For example, one of the mobs up here is the Vicious Basilisk. When this Basilisk casts Spiked Carapace, we can actually go ahead and steal... Oh, I guess they... someone interrupted those or dispelled those. Might have been the Shaman. I know Shamans have like some kind of dispelling ability. That's similar to the whole Spellsteal thing with the Mages. But anyway, if a Spike Carapace cast does go off on those Basilisks, and you are an Arcane Mage, you can go ahead and spell steal those. It'll make the lives of your teammates a lot easier. There are also a couple mobs near the end of the dungeon, right before the last boss, where you pretty much are going to have to be spell stealing from them, like the whole time you're fighting them. Which, if we get to that point, it'll be a whole lot easier for me to show you. So, for example, there, I'm gonna go ahead and steal the Spike Carapace from there. Let's do a regular old burn. I'm keeping my eye on the warrior's health right there. I was almost ready to pop Mirror Image if I needed to. Okay, let's go ahead and hit Evocation to get some of our mana back. And the other great thing about this dungeon is that there's a little bit of leeway, at least in the first part of the dungeon. You have a bit of a choosing as to which boss you fight first. I think we are going to be going to Bromach. First, is that his name? Yeah, that's his name. We're going to be going to Bromach. I think we're going to be using Lust on that boss as well. Also, make sure to, re-hit any of those buffs like Arcane Intellect to make sure that all your people have all the buffs they possibly can. Alright. We'll go ahead and do a burn. So basically the way our Arcane Mage works is they have two phases. You have the burn phase and the conserve phase. Burn phase is you apply Radiant Spark to a target, you cast 4 spells on the target, throw in a barrage, and while the barrage is traveling, you apply Touch of the Magi. The Radiant Spark and the Touch of the Magi spells give you 2 different burn windows for you to fit as much damage as you can into the target. And then once Touch of the Magi is up, you go into the next part of the rotation, which is the conserve phase. And that's basically use your spells in such a way that you have enough mana for your next burn phase, and then rinse and repeat. If you want more details, there are obviously guides online, most likely even guides on YouTube. But unless you're running like, I don't know, level 37 mythic dungeons, really all you need to worry about is just like not dying. Just do the mechanics and not die, you should be good. Alright, we're coming up to the first boss.
Gonna smash you! Get out here and smash him!
Don't know if we're gonna lust, but you know what? I'll go ahead and do a burn here anyway. I will blink out of that actually before I end the burn. Okay. Alright. Let's focus this Quaking Totem down. Alright. Lust is coming out. I do have the double Lust ability. I also have Shifting Power, which actually reduces my cooldowns, and that way we can actually benefit from the fact that this burn phase that I'm going into right now is actually happening during Lust. So that's going to provide, you know, some extra damage in. I think we should be able to kill this guy in the next couple of seconds, even before my burn is up. There we go. Let's give ourselves a slash shield. And move on to the next part of the dungeon. The next boss is actually the first boss of this dungeon. It's going to be the Lost Vikings. And, oh, I think some of us are getting lost. Here we go. Alright.
I have a quiver full of swords, and I know how to throw them.
I think the best thing here... Oh, well, the best thing here is the dodge mechanics and not get hit by stuff, which is what I'm trying to do right now. Right? And then the other thing is maybe to try to spread out the damage. Give ourselves some healing. Alright. You know, we'll give ourselves some healing as well. I think that's fine. Alright, let's focus Eric the Swift down. I think this should actually take care of it. Alright. We'll give ourselves a slash cheer. And we'll move on to the third part of the dungeon.
We'll lend you a hand after we get our bearings. Nice work. That trog has been a real pest.
We know how to open the door,
All right.
but that ugly rockhead always kept us out.
Want to see something nifty? What's this?
See, I think...
That did it. Now let's
Where
see
are we
what
at?
can find
I think this is the area of the dungeon where we start getting the ads that cast Hail of Stone. Hail of Stone, excuse me, can actually be LOS'd. You know what, should we do a burn right here? I'm not sure. You know what, we'll do a burn, I think that's fine. Alright. Oh, you know what? I don't think we're actually at that part of the dungeon yet. We still have to do this, this lizard boss coming up. I remember this now.
Here's marvelous mustache.
Alright.
Another locked door.
Leave this to me. Shield charge!
Okay. Make sure you're walking along the middle so you don't accidentally pull any of the ads on the side of there. And then we'll go ahead and position ourselves right here so that once this guy goes down we can immediately go into the next boss room. We'll also go ahead and hit Evocation to get some of our mana back.
Halt! The unworthy will not enter this hallowed place. Keeper secrets
Alright.
will be protected.
It is kind of iffy going into a burn this early because she does have a knockback. Okay, we'll time it. There we go. Luckily the knockback happened in between casts of spells during my burn, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Okay.
Stop where you are.
We'll set ourselves over here. and then move to the side so she doesn't knock us back into that orb. We'll also go ahead and hit Shifting Power to get some of our cooldowns back. And then once we're here, we'll actually... Oh. Just realized she's going to do Crushing Stomp. Okay. And we'll go into a burn, and this should be it. Okay. We'll throw in a barrage. Give ourselves a slash cheer for defeating the boss, and move on to the fourth part of this dungeon.
Some kind of library.
Alright, so here are the guys that do the Hail of Stone cast. You can interrupt Hail of Stone, but in case you don't have any interrupts, I'm pretty sure you can also LOS Hail of Stone so you don't get hit by it. Okay. Oh, don't have my cooldowns yet, but you know what? We can, we'll go ahead and use them right here, I think. That'll be good. Move out of the way of the tornado. Oh, you know what? We'll do an AoE burn, even though there's only like 3 people here. It's fine. Okay. Do have my Dragon's Breath back soon. Oh. All right. I don't know if there is in some kind of asymmetry. It looks like there is. I'm looking over to the other side of this, you know, hallway over there. Actually, you know what? We'll go ahead and hit Dragon's Breath just prematurely right there. I'm looking over there, and it looks like there are different adds, you know, going the other way. And also, every time I've run this dungeon, we've always gone to the right. At this fork in the road, you can see on the map we're coming in from here, and then we're going to the right like that. So I think that's kind of the standard way to do things here. You can avoid this Runic Protector. I'm pretty sure this Runic Protector has something called like Earthquake that does massive amounts of damage like this. You know, it will give ourselves some healing from this potion right here. And actually, you know what? I'll use Shifting Power to get some of my cooldowns back. This way I can go right into an actual, like, whatchamacallit? A burn. There we go. Taking care of that. Oh. Looks like someone has mind controlled one of the ads there. That's pretty cool. Oh, okay, so I recognize this next pull. We've got a bunch of bats, I believe, or something that looks like bats. They do that sonic screech attack that silences you and deals damage. So this is something to watch out for, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Okay, all of them have been interrupted. I'm pretty sure that's the last of that we have to deal with. Unless the cooldown on silent screech is lower than I thought it is. You know what? Should we use cooldowns? I feel like we're about to go into the 4th boss room. So I do want my cooldowns ready for when we pull this boss. Alright. I think we can start with a standard burn here. Oh, okay. Frontal has been dodged.
Target acquired. acquired.
Should maybe stand more over here, so that I can make sure that I'm on the same side when this mechanic happens. Okay, so we are in phase 2. You'll notice that there are these 2 beams of fire rotating clockwise. The best idea is to stay in kind of the inner circle without touching, you know, like the fire zone where the boss is. So that way you can minimize the distance that you need to run to actually move around the room like this. Alright. I think that's it. Okay. Doesn't look like we are using hero here. I think that's a smart move. It's a smart choosing since the boss is almost dead. And we're going to go ahead and give ourselves a slash cheer for that and move on to the last part of the dungeon. Also, I will hit shifting power to get some of my cooldowns back. Alright.
You can keep searching for whatever it is you folks are after. Yeah, we're calling dibs on this room. Save travels all.
Okay. Let's focus the Ebonstone Golem. Okay. We'll go ahead and interrupt the Weavers as we do that as well. And it looks like someone died. I am not too sure when that happened. Oh right, it was at like the beginning of the dungeon, wasn't it? It was the monk. Anyway, I don't think the trash in here is too bad. There are definitely worse trash mobs in this dungeon for me to deal with, in my opinion, but this group is taking it relatively oh, I do want to avoid the thunderclap, I'm pretty sure. The other thing is that we are at a level 11, so we're not actually having to deal with the bursting mechanic. At this low of a level, that doesn't kick in until level 14. This one looks like it's going to be a bit of a big pull, so you know what? I'm going to go ahead and use some cooldowns here. Alright. Let's throw this one in. Alright. Also hit shifting power to get some of our cooldowns back. Alright. We'll go ahead and go into a burn, if this is the case. Alright.
What have we here? Alexstrasza's lapdogs, I suspect. I fear I will have to deny your
I think I am okay with
The
doing
disc you
a...
seek will be mine.
You know what, we'll use Arcane Surge on this burn. I think it'll be alright. Alright. We'll also use Shifting Power to get some of our cooldowns back. Alright. Let's go ahead and Spellsteal that shield. And we'll go into a burn as he's exiting his Blessing of Tyr. Barrage in, that should take care of it. Alright, so we are near the end of the dungeon, and these Time Reavers are going to be the main thing that we're going to deal with. Luckily we do have a Shaman in our group, but you'll notice that the Time Reaver, every couple of seconds they'll get a stack of stolen time. We're going to want to focus on spell stealing this pretty much the whole time. So our only job right now is just spell steal whenever that stolen time buff comes out. Okay. Alright. Should be coming out now. Alright. And I'll spell steal it one more time. We'll go ahead and hit evocation to get some of our mana back. Alright. Oh, they are fighting another ad down here. I didn't even realize that. Alright. We've got another Time Reaver over here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and spell steal, and then we'll focus on attacking him. Alright. They'll let the rest of my group handle the damage. Oh, okay.
Regaining their power, and we cannot allow that to happen.
You know what, we'll just focus on... Actually, I do want to kill that Time Reaver first as well. Okay. Yeah, so we're just going to sit here and focus the spell stealing for right now. Alright. Oh, do we kill this guy? Oh, okay. No, he's gonna mind control them. Yeah, so pulling all three of those at the same time is kind of risky on hierarchies. This is a level 11, so it's not going to be too bad here. Alright. Okay, he's going to Huron pull. I guess then we're going to go ahead and do a burn then.
You will be lost in time.
Alright, we do have to dodge these swirlies a little bit. We'll go ahead and hit shifting power to get some of our cooldowns back. Oh, okay. Did accidentally get hit by that. I also did not mean to double Arcane Orb there, but you know, that's fine. We're going to go ahead and step into one of these. Get some of that haste. Do a burn. This should be good. Okay.
Lost in the sands.
Alright. Go blink out of that for now.
Lost in the sands.
Do have about 12 seconds on our Rune of Power. We'll go ahead and hit evocation to get some of our mana back. It looks like we won't even need it because the boss is going to die in a couple seconds here. And that's going to about do it for Uldaman Legacy of Tyr level 11. Go ahead and give ourselves a slash cheer. Thank everyone for a clean run. And even congratulate them for beating the timer on time. I believe I saw that they got a +2, which is pretty cool. And also we are an Arcane Mage, so the common courtesy is to give everyone a portal back to the main hub of the expansion. And that's going to about do it here for me, so I hope you all had fun watching this video. If you liked what you saw here, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you want to see me run any other dungeons during Dragonflight Mythic Plus Season 2, let me know in a comment down below which dungeon you would like to see me run. Hopefully I can get around to posting a VOD of that. Anyway, that's going to about do it here for me, so I hope you all had fun watching, and I will see you all later.